pleasant conversation, aren't we?
with you.
Like, you're not being reasonable. We're having a conversation. You're telling me to leave.
Right? You are a
Conversation.
threat to the security of
A
this
threat?
building. On the duty inspector, you might tell me what
Hello,
you're doing.
Inspector.
Can you just go around the front of the building and I'll
Please don't
speak to
be.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll engage with you, but don't be aggressive like
Okay,
that.
well, don't. You must not look in the police station. The video inside the police station.
I wasn't videoing, but I wasn't
What, is this on? Is it?
Well, I wasn't videoing.
Right. You do not film inside police stations,
please
right?
don't speak
It's
to
an
me like that.
offence
I'm not speaking to you like that.
under
I'm not.
legislation, okay?
An offence under legislation?
Yes, it is,
What
yes.
legislation would that be,
It's a
Inspector?
security offence, okay?
A security offence.
Right, just make
You're
sure.
being a bit
Right,
vague there,
right.
Inspector.
Are you
What offence
the
would that be?
gentleman who came earlier and asked to fly a drone over the police
I
station?
didn't ask. I said I'm going to when I am going to.
Right, okay. So I need to point out it's actually an offence under current legislation.
And what legislation would that be?
Right, okay. So it's an offence under the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act
No,
of
it's not.
2021.
No, it's not.
It is, okay.
No, it's not. Can you show me?
We've taken
Can
some
you
legal
show me?
guidance.
Can you show me?
I'm just going to tell you, okay?
Can you show me that
So
legislation?
If you do that,
I am
right,
doing that.
I consider that a risk to
I'm
police
doing that.
station security.
I'm doing that.
If you continue to do that, I'll ask you to stop doing it, and if you don't do it, we'll seize your drone.
Under
You will
what-
commit an offence.
If you
and
show
you'll
me,
be
I'll tell you what,
reported
Inspector.
under that legislation. I'm just explaining what the
Inspector,
legislation
listen.
is. Okay?
If you can show me that legislation, then obviously I won't do it.
I've just explained to you what it
No,
is.
show me.
We've taken some guidance from our legal department.
Yeah.
I've just explained to you.
Well,
the
you better take some more.
legislation,
You better take
right?
some more then.
So
You
if
can't
do
show me that legislation. I will do that.
I'm telling you.
I am doing that.
You'll be asked to stop doing it. If you don't do it, we will seize it under Section 19 of the legislation.
No,
you will
won't.
commit offences.
No, you won't. If you do
Right?
anything that's unlawful, right, I will.
Well, yeah, I would expect that you would.
I
shout
would,
that.
but I don't want to do that,
Right?
Inspector.
But
All I
you
want
must
to do.
not film inside police
I
station
wasn't.
because it's in. Well, that looks like it's on, and you.
Well, how does that look like it's on? Is the screen on? Is the screen on,
I just see
Inspector?
a red light.
A red light. You can't
Yeah.
see no red light.
Right.
It's not on.
Well, you mustn't do that because it's a threat to our security in the police premises.
Okay, listen.
It's an
Right.
official government building, you know that.
Listen, it's a
Right? Do you
public
mind if I take you
building.
on in, please?
Yeah, Darren.
Darren, what?
Darren, that's as far as we're going.
Right. Okay, Darren. Well, obviously, if you are found to be committing any offences, we'll need your
I'd
full
expect-
details.
I'd expect
Otherwise, we couldn't deal with it by way of summons. You would have to be arrested.
I'd expect that.
Darren,
But
you're
at the
gonna
end
give
of
me
the
a full
day,
details?
you'll give me your full details.
Yes, I will.
Go
I'm
on then.
Inspector Garney from Northern Police, Hexham Police Station.
Okay.
7781's my first number.
Okay.
Right?
What's your date of birth?
No, you don't
What's
be
your
silly.
address?
Don't be silly.
Well, what do you want mine for?
I'm explaining to you, right? You will breach current legislation.
I will not.
Which we've taken
I know
legal
the
guidance
legislation
on.
inside
Therefore,
out.
please don't do it.
I'm doing it.
If you do it,
I will do it.
we'll ask you to stop.
I'm definitely doing
If
it. Now you told me that because
we'll
I know
seize
you're
the
lying.
drone. We'll
I know
seize
you're
the drone,
lying.
And if you don't allow us to seize it, you will be arrested because we won't be able to deal with it by way of summons.
Right.
Okay?
Listen. You
So
seize it.
please leave the building. Okay? Please leave.
I'm not in the building.
Just leave the area.
What?
Okay?
What?
Well,
I thought me and you were having a pleasant
been
conversation,
perfectly
weren't we?
reasonable with you.
Like, you're not being reasonable. We're having a
What I'm
conversation. You're
saying
telling me
you
to
is,
leave.
right,
The
you are a
conversation.
threat to the security
A
of this
threat.
building
And how do you work
by
that out,
recording
Inspector?
drone footage. So I'm telling you not to do it.
Inspector,
I'm
listen.
explaining the legislation that prevents you from doing it.
There
And
is
I've
no
also told
legislation
you-
that tells me that I
I've
cannot
also-
fly over
listen,
here. The only way I couldn't fly over here, right, is if it was an FTR, right? I couldn't then. If there was a CTR, I still could
Darren,
because of the class of
I'll ask
drone
you
that I've
once more,
got.
will you give me your full details, please?
Why? Tell me why, and I'll think about
Well,
it.
because I want to know who's on these premises, because I'm concerned that somebody turns up with, a face covering like you. Like why are you covering your
Do you know?
face?
I'll tell
Do
you
want
now.
to cover your face?
Yes, I'll tell you why I covered my face, Inspector. Because I was.
Tension escalates as officers cite vague legislation and threaten seizure, yet cannot produce any concrete law when asked warnings turn into demands to leave. Arrests are hinted at and security is invoked, but no clear offense exists. Filming alone isn't illegal, yet control is asserted through pressure. Not lawful authority. This encounter exposes a stark truth. When the law offers no backing, power often masquerades as authority, using intimidation to enforce compliance rather than justice.
Because I don't like people looking at police stations who shouldn't be looking inside police
Okay,
stations,
listen then.
especially when I think they're filming.
Listen then.
Right, I've said all I'm going to say.
Oh no! Listen, let me finish. You asked me a question, man. Now we be polite, Inspector. I've listened to you. So when I first came, I came into reception, right, to be reasonable and I tell you what my intentions are,
Yeah.
right? So,
And I got that message, and in fairness, I was
listen,
going to come speak to
don't
you.
interject, please. I haven't interjected you,
But the
Inspector.
front
Please let
station
me
was
finish,
closing at 2
please.
o'clock, wasn't it?
Please
That's why
let
you
me
have to
finish.
leave.
No, I wasn't asked to leave.
Yeah.
I said I'm going to go to the toilet. I had a bit of a bad stomach. But anyway, getting back to the point, right? If I was any threat to this police station, I could stand what, 3, 4, 5 miles away, and I could fly my drone over this police station. You just wouldn't have a clue where I was, Inspector.
Right,
so if I was a threat, I wouldn't go into the police station and explain
I've listened to you,
out of
haven't I?
courtesy and trying to be reasonable.
Okay.
I've even given you my first name. I don't have to, but be reasonable, I have. Now, Inspector, I appreciate that what you what I am about to do,
Yeah.
my intentions, you might not like that as an individual, but that's not the law.
Well, it's not a
what
case
you're
of
going
not
on about.
liking it, Darren. It's a
Please
threat
let me
to the
finish,
police station
Inspector.
security.
Please
All
let
right,
me
and I've
finish.
explained the legislation under which
Can I speak to you, mate? Because he's just rude. He's just rude. He's just rude.
We've just... No, I'm
just rude,
just
Inspector?
telling you how it is.
You're not telling me, Inspector. You're just
Right?
saying rude,
So,
man.
if you'd like to go,
So,
we've all got jobs
the
to do. We're
legislation,
busy.
like you're saying there, about
Yeah.
Section 19, like, you're wrong, mate.
Okay.
You're totally
Well, then
wrong,
you can
bro.
challenge Northumbria Police Legal Department.
But I don't want to do that.
Because that's
I don't want to have to do that, though.
Well, that's up to you. That's your prerogative.
Do you know what
but
I'm
I've
saying?
told you,
I'm not here to
you will
start
not be
making
permitted to fly the drone over
You've
this
got no
police
choice.
station
You've got no
based
choice.
on police station
I can fly
security.
it. Oh, I can fly
Right?
anywhere and look in, mate. You
Well,
don't have to fly over.
I've just asked you not to do it.
Well,
I've
I'm
explained
gonna.
the legislation for you not to do it.
Right, explain
And
it.
right, because it's a threat to the station security for you to fly the drone and record that drone.
And that tells me that in Section 19, does it?
No, that
No, it
Section
doesn't at
19
all.
is the offence. It gives us the power to seize the drone if you don't.
Right, so
Man,
go on
you
then,
don't
carry
be
on then.
answered.
Sorry for interjecting. I interjected right in an important bit what you're trying to say. So because of the security, yeah?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've told you the legislation, haven't I?
No,
I've told you what
I
it is.
interjected.
Listen.
Tell me
we're
again,
going
just
around
so
in
we're-
circles.
just so we're on the
I
same
think I've
page.
done it. I'm recording myself doing
Right,
it.
tell me
Okay?
again the legislation that stops me from flying over
I
the
don't need to
station.
tell you again. I've already told you. And
You haven't, man, Inspector.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I won't
So I'm going to
interject.
put these things back in the station.
I won't
now,
interject.
okay? And
I
then-
won't interject. Just
and
tell me.
that's the
If
end
you
of my
can tell me,
conversation
I
with
won't
you.
do it. If you tell
There's no
me.
point in us arguing about this. is
No,
there?
there's no argument.
being
I'm saying,
reasonable.
yeah, if you can tell me that
I'm
legislation,
responsible for
I will
police
not do
station
that.
security. Okay, I'm going to
I
pop
won't
these
do
things
it.
in
If
here
you
now.
can explain that legislation, Inspector, I won't do it. If you can't, then
He
I'll...
already has done.
No, you haven't.
Yes, he has.
No, you haven't.
He has.
What's your number?
2203.
When did you leave school?
You're trying to be funny.
Just asking a question. When did you leave school?
Nothing to do with you.
Okay, that's not funny. I don't think that's funny anyway.
So he's explained everything to you now.
He never. If he explains to me, Inspector, I will thing with you know. I won't do it if you do. And that's me being reasonable, mate. I can't be any more reasonable than that. If you explain that legislation to me now,
told
right,
you
I
what
won't
it
do
is.
it. Right, go on then, I'm listening. I must have missaid you. Go on then, I'm listening. I'm all ears. You can explain that legislation to
The
me.
Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act 2021,
yeah,
right?
right,
So, part of that legislation,
right.
The moment tightens when the inspector admits the real issue isn't law, but discomfort with being watched. Personal unease is framed as security, yet no legislation can be clearly named. The narrator explains how reason and courtesy are met with interruption, frustration, and authority spoken louder instead of proven. The irony is clear. If there were real threat, it wouldn't announce itself at a reception desk as demands replace explanations. The pattern repeats. Site security mention consequences of specifics in the UK. Dislike is not law, and filming from public space isn't a crime. This isn't about safety, it's about control and the quiet struggle between lawful rights and unchecked
it's an offence for an individual to fly a drone over a police station if there is a perceived threat to the security of that station. I am the duty inspector. I perceive that to be a threat to the security of this police
Okay.
station. Therefore, if you could do it,
Yeah.
you'll be asked not to do it under that legislation.
Okay.
If you don't stop doing it, we will
Okay.
seize that drone
Look at it.
under Section 19 of the legislation.
What
and if you
legislation?
don't allow of what I've just explained to
What
you,
the unmanned aircraft?
yes,
Okay.
right. And if you don't allow us to do it,
You're wrong, you know.
you'll be arrested.
You're wrong, you know.
Right, and if you don't give your details so that you can be summoned, you'll also be arrested because we can't give you the
Well, I'll
benefits.
already be arrested, won't I?
All right. So I'm just explaining now. I don't know how much more I can say.
Okay, what's your Inspector what? Sorry.
I've
Just for the
already told
record.
you my name.
Inspector
I've already
Tyrant,
told-
features,
I've
I'd
already
say.
told
I
you
think
my
you look a
name.
bit like a tyrant.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what...
Absolutely. I'll
no,
tell you one thing. We might get one or two calls if you walk around hexing like that because people don't normally go around with their face covered.
Well, then you'll know, won't you, that it's me,
Right.
won't you? And I'm worried about my... so don't try and threaten me, mate.
I'm just telling
Right?
you how it
Is
is.
there any law for me walking about like this, Inspector?
Not at the
Right
moment.
then.
but
So if you get a call, I'd
you were
expect you to
cause
tell them then,
any
wouldn't you?
threat, harassment or alarm to anybody, then there would
Walking
be.
down the street?
Right.
Would
okay.
walking down the street with this
We're
on?
done.
No, because
We're
I don't
done.
want to do that.
We're done.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to cause anyone any harassment.
We're done.
So me walking down the street with this on, would that be a criminal offence,
gonna ask you to
Inspector?
leave the premises now,
Exactly.
okay?
I didn't think it would be,
Right.
would it?
Can you leave the premises
So
now?
if anyone phones you, you tell them,
Yeah.
right? Reassure them that, what, 18 months ago, we would get talk off like this, right? So you do your job and reassure people, okay? And don't try and threaten me like that, mate. Now, I am going to stand over there, or I might stand up.
The standoff reaches its peak when a law is finally named, but its meaning is quietly twisted. An inspector claims that personal perception alone can turn lawful drone flight into a criminal threat, blurring the line between regulation and opinion. Arrest is promised, seizure is warned, yet the facts don't move. Drone laws regulate safety, not feelings, and authority still requires objective grounds as frustration spills over the encounter. stops being about airspace and becomes about ego pressure and control. The narrator makes it clear in law discomfort isn't evidence, perception isn't proof, and confidence doesn't override rights. This is where lawful scrutiny meets fragile authority, and neither backs down.
What's happening, bro?
Well, he's told you what's going to happen if you do that. So
Are you sad? Do you know, just because you've joined, can I just take your numbers, please? I like you, I like the smile. Do you know what I mean?
We're done.
2385. Look at that, you know what I mean? That's your inspector, mate. Listen, mate. Obviously, you're clamming a lot of young, mate. Listen, you'll keep being polite, alright, mate? And when you get the inspector, you'll be better than this fool.
Well, like they've said, if the drone comes over the police station,
It's coming over?
you'll get arrested, won't you?
No?
well, we'll see you very soon
So
then,
we'll see you
won't we?
shortly.
So I'm getting arrested if it goes over the police station, am I now?
You've been told. I've told you not to do it.
So I'm getting arrested if the drone goes over. You said you're going to tell me to bring it down? Make your mind
He
up.
told you not to do
Just
it.
don't do it.
Under what law? I don't
told the
common
law.
law me, mate,
Right.
and I'm doing it. Right? And do you know what it is, Inspector? Not only will I take North Umbria, I'll take you as well for lawful redress, mate. Believe me, I'll take you for lawful redress and I'll take it out your ass pocket as well as the Chief Constable. If you do anything that's unlawful to me,
Okay.
simple as that, mate. Alright. Yeah?
I've explained to you. I've been reasonable.
No, you
That's
haven't.
it, that's
No,
it.
you haven't. You're trying to
We're-
blackmail me.
we're all
You're trying to
business
blackmail me, mate. Well, get yourself in. I didn't ask you to come out, did I?
Well, you go away from this police station.
No.
because This is our police station.
There's no chance to say I can't forget you.
We like look after our.
There's no chance to say I can't forget you. Is there?
Yeah.
Is there any chance to say I can't forget you? Am I breaking the law by being here? If I am, I'll leave.
But I've just,
Inspector.
you know, our conversation is finished, isn't it?
No. Oh, dictates that. You dictated when it starts. Well, I'll
that's what I
dictate when
want
it
to say to
finishes
you.
then.
Do not walk back up to that glass again because I got the impression that you were about to record in this police station. Please go away. Please
Well,
go
don't
away.
tell me not to do
Anybody
something
watching
that's
this video would see that
Well,
I've been
don't tell
very
me.
reasonable with you.
There's no one's going
Right.
to watch it, I hope, because do you know what? Nothing unlawful is going to happen.
Well, that's
the only,
good. That's
the only
really
reason,
good,
let me
Darren.
tell you why I've got a camera, right, is because I've done this in another county, right, with drone, right, and I had a bit of an experience.
haven't had that
like,
experience
and that's
yet,
what
have you?
triggered me.
You've had a very
Inspector,
reasonable
that's what
conversation
triggered.
with me,
Let me
haven't you?
finish, please. I've been giving you the
I know.
politeness.
We've got things
Listen,
to
let
do
me just
and
tell
we
you
don't
why
need
I've got
to
the
do this
camera,
anymore.
so just so you know, right? So, in Cleveland, I had a bad experience, right? And I had a bit of an experience like this.
okay.
I didn't have a body-worn camera.
Right.
And when I asked for the body footage, right, they said when they were docking it, it didn't dock properly and they lost it. So I know I'm not going to lose my own, right? The only way that will be getting viewed is if you or me does anything unlawful. That's the only way.
Well, then let's avoid it.
The encounter ends with repeated threats and shifting explanations, yet no clear offense is ever established. The inspector insists filming or observing the station is a threat, but personal discomfort is not law. The drone pilot explains his rights, calmly citing past experiences that made recording essential for accountability. Cameras aren't provocations, their protection throughout. Intimidation is wielded where legislation should guide action, and feelings replace facts. UK law requires clarity, necessity, and proportionality, yet here authority leans on ego instead of statute. The lesson is stark transparency, and recordings safeguard both public and police, reminding everyone that rights exist even when power feels uncomfortable.
That's
I'm going to fly my drone. I'm going to fly my drone, Inspector. I'm lawfully allowed to do that.
We're going in
and
now.
if you want to
Please
be a tyrant,
Please don't
you
look
want,
into the police station.
is that against the law?
Right? We consider that to be a threat against our
That's
security.
not against
in
the
here.
law. How are you,
Right.
Inspector? Let's be serious, mate.
Can you
I don't
please
want to leave.
Just let us get on with
You know
our
what? I don't want to leave on bad terms, right?
Well, I
Me
don't
looking
want-
through that window,
I
right?
never wanted to start on them. I just
I
don't like people.
I know, so let's try and sort
causing my
ourselves out.
staff
I know, and I don't want to do
alarming
that.
here, you
Inspector,
see.
that
Right,
is not
thank
my
you.
intention.
That's appreciated.
But one question before you go, please. Me looking through that window, glass, is that an offence?
It's not what normal people do.
Oh,
I'm
what's
honest with you.
normal, man, Inspector?
Right?
What's
Well,
normal?
normal people
What's
respect
normal?
it.
Like,
Okay,
Inspector.
All right.
Right,
done.
just being normal, right? You can't get
All right,
arrested
okay.
for not doing
Thanks
something
very much,
what your
Darren.
class is
Thanks
not
for your
normal,
time.
Inspector, man.
Okay.
So listen, can I tell you this? We need the police, right? We do need
Yeah.
the police. We
I'm
need the
pleased
police.
you think that.
But, no, I know that. I don't think I know. Right? But what we don't need is we don't need a joke like that, Inspector, man. Come on, are we? Grown up, the grown up. We don't, do we? Let's not police on feelings, man.
I'm not pleased. No.
You are
I'm
at the
just
moment.
trying to do the
Well,
job
that's the feeling I
as best as
get.
I can
That's
with
the
what I've
feeling
got,
I get
right?
from my yard.
Okay, Darren,
and then
nice
you're
to
bringing
speak
this
to you.
guy out
Anyway,
who thinks saying,
let's
are you
leave it
being
at that.
funny? Listen, mate, I just think you look young. I'd take that as a compliment.
Darren,
man.
just leave it at that. Thanks.
I'd take that as a compliment. Now, what I suggest, mate, is if you don't like members of the public speaking the man, then get a different job that doesn't deal with the public.